Welcome back, Kerbalnauts. So, we are not full yet, but we're actually getting really close to the return window to get back to Kerbin, and I want to get that done. So, we gotta plant that flag, and we have enough monopropellant. I hope we'll be fine. I'm gonna wait till the day to do this, because that's gonna be a little bit less risky. But as soon as day hits, then we are going to get off of the surface of this miserable rock. We should have enough delta V to get back. I found out this little thing here, you notice the blader is gone. Somehow we ruined our heat shield. Don't know how that happened, but it did. So yeah, this rock is cursed. Okay. Let's get off of here. We got to get our flag planted. Wise words indeed, Bill. Okay, so let's make this up. That was interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead and retract our drill. And I don't see why not to just take off. We'll turn off RCS. Head out 90 degrees like normal. Let's get off this miserable excuse for a rock. Okay, so I am hoping that we'll be able to... We should have plenty of fuel to get back, but it's always a little bit challenging to do one of these. We're high enough. Let's go straight horizontal. Come on, right about there. Especially with no heat shield. With the heat shield, I know we would be fine if we could just touch the atmosphere of Kerbin. As it is, we need to reserve some of our fuel to help slow us down. I was going to try to land this booster stage, though, anyway, so it's probably not that big of a deal. Let's just get us... This will be a fine orbit. Altitude. No. Okay, so what do we need to do to get back? We need to slow down, which means we need to fire off in this direction. So that's a little bit tricky, but we'll get there. Returning from a moon is much more difficult than just a planet. There's something I think I've hinted at a time or two that's really critical in Kerbal Space Program called the old birth effect. Basically that means that the faster you are going when you burn, the more effective that burn is. And it applies to when you're around a planet. Gosh. I can't do anything right. Gonna use some of my precious RCS to speed this process along a little bit because I just went to the wrong direction. Man, what is wrong with me today? Okay. So, it's actually best for us to not do our return directly from hike. So what can we do instead? Well, we're gonna do a flyby of Duna to make this work right. And that will save us a lot of speed. I think I had lowlands already, but just in case. Yeah, I have both of these, so I'm going to put them on our spare science rack, store the data in there, and let's hope we can make this back. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Well, I have full science, so I may as well transfer the science. Okay, so we need to burn going in this direction. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a flyby of Duna about here. Wait, this direction. Okay, north-south. About here. About here we're going to get as low to Duna as we can without getting in the atmosphere. So let's just rotate around a couple of times. And I am low, so this is not going to work great. I'll go ahead and save just in case the Kraken happens, as they like to say in Kerbal Space Program. Okay, I'm going to actually switch to my relay satellite so that I can get time to go a little bit faster. Okay, when Ike is here. Oh. I pushed the wrong button. So, when Ike is here. Got it. Is that the right spot? Not quite. Whoops, I'm past it. But I don't care. We're going home. Even if this is less than optimal path, we're gonna take this, because that is the Kerbal way. Okay, so I need to go this direction. I'm actually at about the perfect spot to do the burn. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's just speed this up a little bit. I'm going to save what RCS I have left for an emergency. Still have plenty of fuel left. That's good. Wow, this is a big sphere of influence. I unset that as a target. What's our... Perfect. Okay. From this point forward, we will set Kerbin as our target. Alright, so let's just warp ahead. I'm not going to try to do any science, even though I could. I'm ready to get off of this cursed planet. Okay, so how's our aim? That's not too bad. It's a little bit off. Let's go ahead and add our maneuver here. Huh, I thought we were early, but we're not. There's too much junk to properly see this. Close approach, and the target is ahead of us, which means we need to get back faster. There we go. Can I focus on Kerbin? Will it let me? Yeah. We're actually not that far away. Cool. Oh, that's almost spot on. Okay, we're gonna do that burn. We're gonna take it. We're gonna own this burn. One momento. I forgot how to do something that I'm going to look up. KSP drop. I'm sure somebody here will, let's see, tab, resets focus. Oh, let's just try this. There we go. This'll do. Okay, so we will warp to our next maneuver. 1,000, wow, that's a lot. Oh shoot, it's a 7-minute burn. That is not good. I'm gonna do some of this burn now, but I'm gonna save. We're gonna cut this down into 2 parts. Actually, 4 minutes, 2 minutes. No, we're just gonna keep burning. It should be fine. Okay, so now because we're moving so low, then we'll get maximum birth effect, which is a good thing. Oh, it's because we're burning at such a funny angle that we're losing efficiency. That's what's happening. Okay, well, we're going to use half of our fuel to get this back, but we'll only need a little bit for mid-course maneuvering purposes, so it'll be fine. Ah, famous last words. Man, this is a slow burning craft. May as well clean it out. Can do some science when we land safely back on Kerbin. Emphasis on the safely. I hope. Okay, how are we doing? Oh, these long burns are annoying to say the least. That was a moment where I should have used RCS and I didn't. Whoops. I did not mean to do that. Huh. Okay, that keyboard apparently doesn't work. That's okay though. The thing about this focusing can be... it's really, really awesome when it works right. It can be a pain when it doesn't. Okay, I think that means that we just have an intercept course with... yeah, I don't see it. Well, we failed. Okay, well that's alright. We'll just have to make this up with a mid-course maneuver. How close are we? We're actually really close. And we're getting further away by burning more. So let's try to slow it down just a teensy smidgen. It's nothing like wasting a whole bunch of fuel. Oh well. Come on. Where is it? What am I missing? This is too crowded and too annoying. Well, oh. That is the Kerbin encounter. Aha. Okay, we're doing good. 150. Okay, that is as close as we're gonna get. Whew. We're gonna make this happen. Okay, let's put our focus back on Duna. So we're going to... here. The focus is a real pain, and I should look up how to do it properly, but I know this will do the trick. So this is the last time we're going to be able to dump science. So let's go ahead and... don't have a ton. Let's go ahead and do this. And I will... let's go ahead and just warp out of here. I think we'll have science. Yeah, we still have signal. We have signal strength to Kerbin? Wow. I did not... or maybe that's only through the relay. It must only be through the relay. Okay, so one last time, let's transmit our science. Interestingly enough, we're sending it back to send it forward, but that's all right. And let's go ahead and plot our next maneuver. This would be the spot to do it, but I'm just gonna add a little thing here. How? Okay. That is fine. So we gotta get this so that it's in orbit. Not just orbit, but it's gotta touch the atmosphere. That is the goal. Okay, that will be a perfect burn. So let's go ahead and point us in the right direction. This episode's gone on a teensy bit long, but I am just gonna finish this. Let's get this done and over with. Looks like we'll only have to do one deep space maneuver. That's good. Yeah, we've lost our connection with the ground, which I'm not surprised at all. This is actually a fairly big maneuver. That's okay though. Just gonna inch our way forward just to get this nice and perfect. So in real life, they have to do these mid-course maneuvers because little things like the distribution of heat and sun and stuff like that can actually cause navigation errors. It's part of why it's so hard to find Elon Musk's Tesla Roadster, for instance, to plot it out to the long-term history because they're not sure what it's going to do depending on its... Okay, perfect. 45... I'm gonna do a little tiny burn once we get into the system just to correct it a little bit more, but that'll be fine. You know what? I'm not gonna do that. We don't have a heat shield. We're gonna take this nice and gentle. So we're going to use the fuel to slow us down, and we might even do an aero braking pass. I'm not sure yet. Look at all these whirling planet. Oh, we have range now, good. So let's go ahead and dump our science. It wouldn't hurt to chuck some more science in there. Okay. So, our plan is we're going to warp to about here. Then we'll cut it out the full speed and okay, we're in the atmosphere. I'm gonna retract the solar panels because we will try to keep those alive. Whoops. This is not looking promising. Already overheating and we're barely in the atmosphere. I'm gonna use every drop of fuel we can to slow this thing down. I'm glad we didn't take any deeper of a path. So our goal is to just not go into deep space. Even if we have to take 2 passes or even 3, we'll be fine. And I think we're gonna achieve that. Yeah, you see the numbers rising there really quick. And now we have we're technically in orbit now of Kerbin. Oh, that's not bad at all. We might even be able to do what I call a skip re-entry, where we don't actually leave the atmosphere. Apollo did something kind of like this on its return from the moon. It stayed in the atmosphere at about the equivalent of this level for an extended period of time to slow down the rate of heating caused through re-entry as long as it could. Okay, so we're fine. We're still sciencing. We have no fuel to speak of, but that's okay. We have enough for a little bit of maneuvering if we need it. I don't think we'll be able to land this stage, but we're going to try. We're going to try to do that because it will not hurt anything to try. These re-entries are nerve-wracking. But look at all the crew. They're happy to be home. Been away from this place for 3 years. And at long last, they can finally see home. They're starting to get their cable TV back. Because somebody forgot to put a good antenna on here. We'll blame it on Jebediah. Why did you forget the antenna, Jebediah? I know you're, only a pilot. I probably should have deployed the solar panel to gain a little bit of extra power. It'll be fine. I will not transmit, though, our last little bit. I'm moving the parachutes back because we repacked them all on Duna, as you'll recall from the previous episode. So we will need to fire them again at the proper moment. Well, these are still set to Duna. Be fine. It'll just be a little bit slower of an entry than I would prefer. One more pass, and this time we are definitely going home. I actually a little bit worried. This is gonna sound really strange, but we're gonna do an acceleration burn when we hit. We're gonna use our last little bit of fuel to speed us up a little bit to not have us slow down too fast. Wow, this is a sad looking spacecraft. Okay. We need to deploy our solar panels to recharge our batteries. By solar panels, I mean solar panel. Did we lose it? Oh, it must have blown off during one of our passes. Lovely. Well, we'll make sure of that when we hit the sun. I think we're gonna hit the sun. Oh, this is not good. No battery charge. I'm gonna ditch. Oh shoot. That was bad. I did not mean to do that. That's what I meant to do. Well, we're gonna try to disarm as many of these as I can do. I think I got most of them. Okay. Man, this is just the Bermuda Triangle mission. Mars is called the Bermuda Triangle of the solar system because many of the, especially the early missions to Mars, really had a lot more problems. I actually don't know that Russia has ever had a successful mission to Mars. They had the first lander that landed softly on Mars, although it failed shortly after it left. Or it started. It was actually a rover too, interestingly enough. Very short range rover, but a rover still. I think it was Mars 3 if I remember right. Okay. This is awesome. We have no electricity, we have no monopropellant, no ablator. Oh, I really hope you guys make it home alive. A lot of parachutes. The heat shield should still offer a little bit, and we are moving fairly slow. The heat effects really, even a small difference can make a huge small difference in speed can make a huge difference in the... You know what, I'm going to stop research. Ah, we're building up electric charge, yay. We're We're going to save our electric charge to orient ourselves properly. Anyways, as I was saying, a small difference in speed can make a huge difference in the amount of heating that you have. You see this is already starting to heat up, which is bad because our ablator is gone, but we're slowing down at a decent rate. I think we'll be fine. According to Elon Musk, and I haven't actually figured out exactly what it is that can cause the effect, but there's some effects that scale to the 8th power of speed, which I've never heard of anything scaling to the 8th power. Apparently neither had Elon Musk, but it's interesting nonetheless. Okay, I think I don't want to speak too early, but I think we're gonna be fine. Yeah, we should be fine. We're going at a really good speed for the altitude. Our heat shield is no longer warm. Whew. I think we made it, guys. I'll stick with this just because of the nature of this historic mission until we land. And to, you know, make sure the parachutes work properly. Ah. Yay, there's much rejoicing. And all the parachutes deployed. We have more than enough parachutes, I believe, to give us a very soft landing. We were fairly close to being able to do it on Duna with this many parachutes. On Kerbin, it should be a piece of cake. I think that explosion, if you heard that, was our booster. So maybe more of it survived than I thought it would. Still, we couldn't take the risk. See, there's uneven deployment, but even at this, yeah, we're gonna land safely. Ah. I'm even gonna transmit our last little science from here. For whatever reason, you don't recover the science that's in the science bay when you land it. You have to transmit it. Strange, I know, but Kerbal. So, yeah. We have now made it back from Duna safely. Well, we're almost safe. I don't see any ships out here to pick us up, but presumably they're around here somewhere. We are on the exact opposite end of the planet from the Kerbal Space Center. Yeah. Do what we can. So I think next time, there's only a couple more missions that I want to do. I'd like to do an asteroid mission of some kind if we can do it, and I also would like to do something with ion drives. And I'd like to do a single stage to orbit mission. So I'm not sure which one of those missions we will do, but we'll pick one of them and make it happen. It depends on our contracts probably, although we're doing really well as far as our contracts go, so we might not need to do that. Yeah, we don't have the... I should have transmitted the science instead of... silly me. I've never configured this antenna to accept partial data because I always had plenty of batteries. And we have touched down safely. Yay! Look at everybody. They're all so happy. I think Bob is really happy. I think he's just happy to be back and all is well and the ground is not moving and he can walk out and breathe. So let's take a look at the science that we got here. We'll go ahead and spend our science points too, because I haven't done that for a little while. It's funny how this can take so long sometimes. Aha, here we go. 7,000 science total earned. I believe 100 or 1,500 of that we transmitted before, and we brought back with us. Wow, that's incredible. So, some of the things you'll see: recover of a vessel from Ike, recover of a vessel from landed on Duna, and all kinds of goodies. So we have now completed many missions. We have level 4. All of these guys, they were level 2 when we left, and now they're all level 4. And we're doing really great. So I think we can probably just get all of the science left. Yep, we can do that. So we no longer have to worry at all about science. I don't know what our Kerbals are going to do. They, so focused on science for so long, and now they don't have that to worry about. We have lots and lots of money. So we're getting pretty close to being done. Rescue mission. So we're going to do a single stage to orbit airplane to rescue this guy as our next mission. Anyways, thank you much for joining me. Take care of yourselves. Let me know whatever questions, comments you guys have, and thank you for all you guys do. We'll see you next time.